Hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody is well. Welcome to my first live. So, to celebrate, I'm going to do some free live mini readings. Anybody who's interested? We'll start off with a collective reading. What does the collective need to know right now? Messages for the collective, please. Oh, that's a lot of cards. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. A leader in his own right. King of mind over heart decisions. Very logical, a little bit detached. Could be an Aquarius, Gemini or Libra, being an air sign. First card out was Eight of Wands, Ace of Swords, the Death card, and Three of Cups. Looks like this King of Swords had been impulsive, or roles could be reversed, may had been impulsive and said some hard truths which ended a friendship. This friendship may have been close to being more than just platonic. You've known this person for more than 3 years. This has either happened recently or it's going to happen very soon. With the Eight of Wands talks about fast-moving action forward. Ace of Swords talks about truth, honesty, a message, new beginning, new idea, or a type of breakthrough. Death card means transformation, changes, substantial changes. Unlike the Tower where it's sudden change, the Death card in a reading can mean something that's coming to its natural end. And it could have something to do with the Three of Cups. It talks about a friendship or a meeting of friends. Let's take a look, see what this hard truth is that this King of Swords has no qualms about speaking. So the King of Swords, they may come off as very detached. They're loyal to themselves first, utmost. But if they feel like they're getting taken advantage of or something's not right, like they would rather, King of Swords, they would rather speak their truth and lose friends because those friends either can't handle the truth or they can't handle the way that the King of Swords speaks his truth. The King of Swords is very authentic, a truth teller as well as a truth seeker. Ten of Pentacles, this could also be somebody within the family. Ten of Pentacles talks about legacy. Ten of Pentacles talks about legacy. Sorry about that. Just watching on my phone. And inheritance, a happy home, long-term relationship. It can talk about different generations. Like, I feel like this friendship whoever this is, roles could be reversed, could be a friend of the family or somebody that you've known for a really long time. It's almost like it's come to a boiling point, like this King of Swords. Even though they don't show their emotions, it's almost like they had invested a lot of time into this friendship. Could be a relationship. Just take what resonates. So if you're wondering who this person is, they a very strong role model, somebody with leadership qualities, somebody who stands in their own power and their own truth. And they're not afraid to cut away things that don't align with their own truth. Like they're very, not stubborn, but very certain of themselves and who they are. That was a pretty straightforward reading. Messages for the collective. Messages for the collective, please. What does the collective need to know at this time? The Devil card. Oh, the deck is strength, compassion, courage, emotional support, defender and guardian of the underdog. This is the Empress with her direwolf. I love these cards. First card out, which is the most significant indicator of the reading, is the Devil, the Hermit, Eight of Swords, and Page of Wands. 3 major arcana and 1 court card, 1 minor. Something significant is coming into somebody's life. Let me take a look at these cards. Could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Leo. Somebody feels tied, bound, or restricted by limits or limitations when their actual soul is like a free spirit. Like they like to explore, they like to go on adventures, they like to travel. The Page of Wands is a free spirit. It could be limited beliefs with the restrictions of being bound either to a person or their spiritual beliefs, or being a caretaker of somebody that they love and value deeply. So what this reading talks about is having to work around your responsibility and taking time out that you need instead of feeling like trapped with the Eight of Swords here. We all need to have the freedom to feel accepted as we are, and for somebody to have such a free spirit, to be held down or even trauma bonded to their responsibilities can feel like a burden, especially when their heart yearns for more. Clarifying the Hermit, please. Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. So if you're a single mum and you have to stay at home and take care of the children, because we've got two pages here, one fire sign, one water sign. It looks like you may need an outlet for your creativity. Like if you've come up with any ideas lately that you want to pursue, find the time to maybe relax, unwind, and use your time wisely to create. I just get a whole lot of creativity has been stifled here. Like you've got the courage, the conviction, but feeling bound and tied to either do things on your own, look after the homestead, the family, the children, feeling trapped, when really you just don't want to run away, but you just want something that just belongs to just you. I'm going to close this out with some oracle cards. Messages for the collective, please. Bottom of the deck is sleep and rest. Let your body have the peace it deserves without feeling guilty. Yeah, it's almost like whoever this reading is for at this time, don't feel guilty for putting yourself first, because it's essential for your own peace of mind to take some time out for your own, follow your own interests, and start doing things that you love doing. Yeah, I totally felt this as soon as the cards came out. Get creative, inspire, and nurture the creativity in yourself, if only to expand your thinking, to help you step out of this Eight of Swords energy where you're feeling stuck or even drained by your every day-to-day life. You are destined for bigger things. I can see this clearly. And your last card, whoever this message is for, is drop the excuses. When you drop all the excuses, you'll start seeing results. Okay, one more reading for the collective. Messages for the collective, please. Wow, this is an important message. The cards going flying off the table. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Emperor. Major Arcana for Aries. I'm going to go and retrieve that card. And it is the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords can talk about self-delusion, manipulation. wanting something, almost needing it, but feeling like you can't have it, so you strategize about how to get it, even just taking it. It's strategy, manipulation. It can be called the card of the thief, the liar, and the cheater. But it's pure determination to get what you want, but it's not done in the right way with the Seven of Swords. And as you can see in the card, it actually blocks somebody at some point. If you attain something underhandedly or deceitfully, you may have it then and there, but in the long term, it's not going to serve you. Not pointing fingers or blaming or judging, but the Seven of Swords is not a nice card to have. And it could be a supervisor at work, somebody in power, somebody who is in authority over you. This could be you if you are, it's the Major Arcana for Aries. And after the Seven of Swords, we have the Five of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Yeah, it's almost like this Emperor will beg, steal, and cheat to get to be, just to remain, like, once you're successful, when you're striving for success, you have a lot of drive, a lot of ambition, which moves you forward. But when you do things in the wrong way, eventually it's going to come back around and bite you. And somehow somebody knows this, that either if there's an oppressive supervisor or boss at work or father figure, just know that karma is going to come around, and eventually, I'm hearing the life path 8 is very in tune with karma. Like, if you're a life path 8, you have to do things that are righteous. You have to do things that are good, because as a life path 8, your karma sometimes can be instantaneous. And if you are a life path 8, you'll see this happen in your life. Like, anybody who treats you bad or who does bad by you, you'll see them get their karma right in front of your own eyes. So whoever's doing this, Seven of Swords, is going to be left out in the cold. And I feel like whoever's listening to this message is very intuitive, is very intuitive, and sort of can see this play out. I'm going to pull some oracle cards just to close out this reading. Messages for the collective, please. Bottom of the deck, planetary vibes. Planetary influences, celestial realms, connection with the cosmos. So yeah, if you know which life path you are, just know that this situation will pass, and it could be just a transit that somebody's going, because with Aries, Saturn's going to go into Aries, so is Venus is going direct now, so your relationships may pick up momentum, the ones that made it through the retrograde, and that Venus and Mercury are going to slowly move into the sign of Aries. So This may be a predictive reading. Taking action, forward movement, willingness to do the work, taking control of the situation. That's definitely the Emperor energy. You've got miracles. Miracles are unfolding. Blessings are surrounding you. Luck is on your side. So yeah, if you stay on the right side of karma, it goes both ways. Safe place, feels like home, sense of security and comfort zone. Mystical shaman, born healer, shamanic lineage, awakening your vision to magic. It's almost like this reading is like, if you do things the bad way, karma's going to come around and bite you on the ass. But if you do, and you're going to be left out in the cold, struggling financially or have financial losses. And if you do things right, if you use your intuition and see this coming before it happens, you're going to save yourself. And it could be somebody you know, could be an Aries that you know, or a Pisces. You could save them a whole lot of grief. And your last card is unhealthy choices, bad eating habits, focus on your health, careful who and what you let in. Yeah, it's almost like two sides of the coin. Yeah, I'm going to leave that there. Hopefully it resonates with somebody. I wish for you truth and blessings. Have a great day.